Hello everybody, we are looking at Bitcoin chart and this was October 7th, 2025, and this was the all-time high of Bitcoin, and from there we dropped to November 21st, 2025. We moved up to this high here, which was 15th January 2026, and we came down all the way to February 7th, 2026, or February 5th, 2026, and we came all the way to this high here, and we came down also, went here, and we are headed lower. Now if you look at this chart carefully, you discover that this is a double top. This was top one, this is top two today, which is trading at 74,200 and $34. So Bitcoin is headed to 55,498 dollars. And if you look at this resistance zone where Bitcoin is trading at $74,229, you will notice that this was the low here of April April 9th, 2025, and this was the low here where we call that Bitcoin was going higher, which it did, and now we're at this zone here. So this was the support, and now it's a resistance. It's a resistance that we're going to go lower. And if you go back to 2024, this was the breakthrough point here where we break this the resistance here, and we're headed for 100k. If you watch one of my videos where I called at this place, was I think in November, that Bitcoin was going higher, and at this zone here, this was 14th March 2024, where Bitcoin, when he hit this resistance zone, he came down, and this is the same thing that we're seeing here also. So with all this is confirming that Bitcoin is headed for a crash. Now if you want to calculate this from the Elliott wave perspective, this will be wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, and this will be wave 4, and we're headed to 55,000. Now this is not a cause for an alarm. Bitcoin is not in a bearish market. This is just a pullback that we need to expect for a healthy market, and once we reach here, we'll be headed higher. So if you look at the 4-hour time frame, you'll be seeing that the reason why we know that is that Bitcoin is going to 55,000 is because if you measure from this high here, which is 61 dollar, from here to this support here, 76,000 to 65,000. If you take the distance from here to here, and you place another line from here to here, to give you the same measurement, and that's how we measure double tops. That's telling you that this top is gonna the distance from here to here is the same distance from here to the 55k. So there's no cause for alarm. You're gonna see Bitcoin tank so much, and many people will tell you because of the war in Iran, that's US Iran war. Yeah, those are all factors, but what we're looking at here is purely technical analysis, and we're going lower. And we're also looking at the dollar. The dollar is showing us a bit of weakness here, that we are expecting more buying opportunity from the dollar. And if you look at this zone here, you notice that the dollar, I think when we were here, I think that was in, I think November 24th November 2025. I called that the dollar was going down. Now there is a change in pattern. This was the high here. This was the high here of $101, 944 points. Now we came down to this zone here, and we are seeing that this is more of a left shoulder, and this is the head, and this is the right shoulder, because this is a reverse head and shoulder pattern. And the reverse head and shoulder pattern is showing us that the dollar from here to be bullish up to there, up to the 101 index point. Now if you look at it also from this pattern here, you notice that here was the left shoulder, and this is the head, and this is the head, and this is the head, this is the left shoulder, this is the head, and this is the right shoulder, and will be headed higher. Now if you check, this is a very strong resistance at the 97 points and at the 98 points. Now the dollar is headed here, so we'll be going high. Due to the due to the US Iran war, dollar will be very strong because many assets allocation will be to the dollar because of the greenback, and is a hedge against risk. So it's risk off. Most assets will be going risk off. So that's it. So we'll be headed straight all the way here. And if you look at it, although the pattern hasn't formed yet, this is showing us a left shoulder, and this will be heading taking us to the head here, which will come back to this point, and that's how and this is what is showing us that this place is a very strong support zone. This place is a very strong support zone here, which is forming here 15th April 15th sorry 14th April 2026, and here also, which was 23rd April 2025. So we are headed higher. We're headed higher. And once we get to this zone here, we'll be coming down, and that will be a sign of a head and shoulder pattern. So I would like you to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate your followership. Thank you.